My name is Eldar Nebolsin and I play the piano, and I live in Berlin, but my origins, I come from Uzbekistan, from Tashkent. Wonderful. Very nice. I enjoyed very much working with the students, enjoyed very much working with the colleagues, and enjoying the city, enjoying this wonderful atmosphere. It's really VERÁNO CLÁSSICO. I think it's a very nice name because it's a very summer, very festive atmosphere, and beautiful hall left this building. Food, everything is fantastic. The purpose of the masterclass it's not to work in depth in one work, but to give a little bit more, to open new horizons for the student, and to give new directions. Well, I think that the students they learn not only technical things, but they have to learn also how the music can be produced in a better way, in a way of emotional way, in the spiritual way, in a cultural way. And these settings like this festival, it's a fantastic opportunity because they can communicate with each other. It's for the students, it's very important to be in an environment where there's a lot of other musicians, not only from their instrument, which is sometimes a little bit unhealthy because there's only pianists, they only push the buttons, and if they're only string players, they only scratch the strings. And I think it's important for them to have a mutual inference and to communicate with each other. And I think the setting of a chamber music festival is probably the healthiest of all settings of the festivals, because experience of chamber music playing, it helps you in very many different ways, because you not only learn how to listen to each other, but you also learn how the same phrase that you have, the same melody that you have, can be produced in the string instrument or on the wind instrument, and you learn how to breathe, you learn how to work with the time, with the agogics, and so I think it's tremendously important. And I think there's also a lot of human qualities that many students learn, because the chamber music is about very altruistic and very non-egocentric way of exchanging information. And I think this interaction between the musicians, it requires always to know where my musical rights stops, and the musical rights of another person starts. I think it's a very good medicine against the selfishness and against the egoism. It's the combination of theory and praxis, and it's like if you want to learn to swim, you cannot just move your heads in the air, but you have to get into the water. I think for the students it's the same. They are learning something in the lesson, but they also learn a lot from the stage, and we learn a lot from the stage. When I have to play a new piece for me, I always try to play it for someone before, even though it's 2-3 people, just for the students, for the colleagues, or even for my family. And when you play for somebody, then you get a totally new experience, totally new energy. And the more you play, the more you learn from the piece, and from the how this piece can work in life conditions. And I think for the students, without playing on stage, it would be very sad if they would only receive the lessons. They wouldn't go anywhere.